Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton, and I recently saw the new Marvel movie Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler and starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Martin Freeman, Andy Serkis, Lupita Nyong'o, Angela Bassett, and tons of others. Now, when it comes to the Marvel movies, they're all top-tier superhero films, but this one is definitely up there for one of my favorites, acting as one of the perfect ways to examine T'Challa's character, as well as the country of Wakanda. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story takes place shortly after Captain America Civil War, when the Black Panther T'Challa, played by Chadwick Boseman, returns to Wakanda to become the king of the country. However, his rule is challenged by a young man named Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan, and not only that, but ruling the country in his traditionalist style might not work well considering how the world has changed and how much the world needs not only him, but also the technology that Wakanda has. But that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. So what did I like about this movie? Well, one thing that I definitely liked about it is the characters. T'Challa is a very intelligent man, but unlike characters like Tony Stark, he's not an arrogant guy. He's extremely likable, he's very honorable, but you can also tell he's very, very smart. And Chadwick Boseman does a good job balancing his friendly side with his intellectual side, and also with the side of him being a very fierce warrior. But but it's not just T'Challa that happens to make an impression. A ton of other actors do as well. Lupita Nyong'o plays his old flame, Nakia, and she's really, really good at it. Michael B. Jordan is absolutely threatening, but at the same time very understandable as Killmonger. He's so sympathetic, and he has this motivation that's so well handled that I could even take him seriously when he has the name Killmonger, and that's saying something. Martin Freeman does a good job in his role, even though I think his role wasn't as necessary as it could have been. Or I think his role either should have been expanded upon or just completely left out. But, you know, he does good for what he does. And Andy Serkis does a very good job convincingly portraying Ulysses Claw. Basically, everything that I said that was good about his performance in Avengers Age of Ultron is good here as well. Angela Bassett and Forest Whitaker do a great job in their roles. David Kaluuya proves that Get Out wasn't just a fluke. He does a great job with his performance. And Winston Duke is rather great as well. Basically, every single actor gives their absolute all for this movie. Not only that, but the country of Wakanda is a very interesting location. One problem that I had with Asgard is that I could never really see Asgard as a location that could be lived in. I always just sort of saw it as a fantasy setting I've seen kind of a million times. However, with Wakanda, this is something new. This is something interesting. The technologically advanced African city that looks totally unique, even though you can tell it was borrowed from the comics. But still, the idea behind it and the people that live in it, it feels so unique from every other superhero film that we've seen. And the themes of the movie are very strong too, about what people should do with technology that they have. Should they share it with the world, or should they keep it to themselves, or rectifying the sins of the past. The themes are very strong, and they do resonate pretty well. But of course, this is also an action movie. And despite the heavy themes and the emotional performances, it's also very, very fun when it comes to the action scenes. Whether it's chase scenes, or scenes where the Panther has to stalk people in the night, or even fights against dangerous foes in the day. Every single fight scene is choreographed well, and even though there's a little bit of dodgy CGI, it hardly even matters. You barely care because you're having such a fun time watching it. Now, of course, there are some after-credit scenes, but there aren't too many, they aren't too long, and they do set things up for the future, so definitely stay for the credits in this regard. Other than that, pretty much I have nothing bad to say about other than a few dodgy CGI effects. Because the characters are well done, the themes are relevant, the environment of Wakanda is one of the most well-realized I've seen in a superhero movie, and overall, it's just a fun time, no matter whether you're a fan of Black Panther or not. So I give it a 9 out of 10. See you next time.